When I was in medical school, I had an experience where my son went crashing to the ground and landed on his head, and it sounded like an egg breaking. It was like deja vu all over again. My brother Paul died, and now my son Paul just died in my arms. I just uttered the phrase, "Oh God, please don't take him from me." And he just popped back to life. Just came back to life. It was, I knew I had to dedicate my life to make a difference at that moment. There's 50 million people that are blind worldwide, most of which have reversible causes of their blindness. Tragically, 90% of those people will go to their graves blind. It's not a hard problem to lick. No one should have to go to their grave blind.
My happiness faded when I realized I had cataracts in my eyes.
She has been depressed since losing her eyesight, and she felt bad about it because she can't depend on herself. And because she couldn't see, I was worried about her living alone. So I asked her to move in with me.
I
can't work on the farm because of my eyesight. Before, I could share my crops with friends, family, and relatives. But now, I can't do any of those things.
Other families can afford to send their children to school until they graduate. Because of our family's economic situation, I had to take him out of school, and I feel bad about it. When I see him working on the farm, it makes me feel sad. Even though he's 15 years old, he acts like a grown-up because he has no choice. In this family, he's the only man that can work on the farm.
My grandson is not an expert farmer because he's too young. I don't like him being out there, but I can't do anything about it because I'm blind.
I don't really feel like my mom is a burden to me, but I feel bad about her eyesight because she can't depend on herself. I feel weak without her being able to help me in my life and daily work. Since my mom lost her eyesight, I've had to work alone. I don't make a lot, and I'm worried we won't be able to pay the rent.
The rent is about $12 a month, but we can only pay $12 every 3 months. I worry about my daughter's future because she says, "I'll be single as long as you're alive, Mom, and after you pass away, I may get married then."
We've faced so many difficulties. Since my mom lost her eyesight, we've had to close down our chapati shop.
The shop was right in front of the house, and early in the morning, we would move some of the fences, and my daughter and I would work together in the shop.
I'm looking forward to the day when my mom gets her eyesight back. I'll be very happy. I'll be strong again and be able to work with her again.
In the developing world, a blind person is a mouth without hands. These are people who became blind through cataract. They weren't born with the cataracts. They've had productive lives, and they can return to that productivity. We can fix that. If you are in your first eye camp and it comes to your awareness that people are just overwhelmed by the awareness that their sight has been restored. You can't just say, well, that was fun, let's go to Disneyland next year. I mean, you have to go back and do it again and again. It's addicting. We've done it every single year for the last 25 years, and we'll continue to do so as long as I retain my board certification. As soon as I let that lapse, then we'll go to Disneyland. Well, we are done. So you're the next to the last patient here in the good old USA, and we head off to Thailand and Myanmar from here. There's that sense of panic that you're going to forget something, but you put your airline tickets and your passport, and somehow or other it all kind of works out.
And that looks good. Now, in day 2. Part of my job going on the mission is to help organize all the equipment that we take and to pack the bags. We bring everything it takes to do a surgery. Everything from gloves to viscoat elastics to lenses that we put in the eye. So when I go to pack my bags for mission, I pack 8 to 10 huge bags of supplies that weigh each bag, just under 50 pounds.
I woke up about 4 o'clock this morning because I was so excited.
Today, I take my mother to the hospital for her eye surgery. It will take us about 20 minutes to get to the bus station, and from there, it will be 2 hours on a bus to the hospital. I couldn't sleep well last night because I was so excited and I prayed for the next day to arrive soon. I'm so happy, and I'm certain my mom is happy too.
Friends and family arrived early this morning and asked me if I was going to the hospital. I told them I'll go today. I'm not nervous or scared, but I am excited.
I can't find the words to express my excitement about today. Friends, family, and the people of this village are all happy that one of our people is going to the hospital to get their eyesight back. When a family member loses their eyesight, they become a burden because a family member has to care for that person, and it reduces the family income. If the person can get their eyesight back, it will help the family get back to a normal life. The eye hospital has had a big impact, not just to this village, but to the whole country. There are people from all over the country coming to the hospital for eye surgeries.
I've learned so much from you in this selfless giving that you do. I may pat myself on the back for doing this once a year, but you do this almost every month. Eye surgery, and cataract surgery in particular, is so transportable.
Yes.
And the surgery has become so quick and efficient that you can truly impact.
When I arrived at the hospital, I had to take several tests. The doctor told me my blood pressure was a little bit high and that I would need to rest well and to not eat much sugar.
We have a lot of patients on this trip here
Yes.
in Myanmar, right?
I think that there will be about 180 come for screening this evening.
Okay.
And we probably will be able to do about 150. So when we arrive at the hospital, we will go to see the patients.
I was born in a village 10 miles from here. When I was young, my right eye was injured, and there was no hospital in the area. My family had no money and could not afford to take me to a big city to have my eye looked at, and I lost my eye because of that. I became a young novice when I was 10, and I went to Mandalay and Yangon to study Buddhist language and teachings. I ended up taking the highest exam in the country for monks. I had the intention to help people with eye problems from the time I was young, and this hospital was started out of that compassion to help people in need. The staff here informs me that we screen about 1,000 people a day, but we can only serve 400. I didn't expect this hospital to be this big. I started with something small, and I'm so happy that I'm able to help people a lot. Now, we are building a 5-story addition to the hospital, and once that is complete, doctors, nurses, and foundations from the international community will come to this hospital. It is very helpful for the hospital, the community, and the country to have doctors like Dr. Haynes and nurses from the international community come here, because we don't have enough doctors here in Burma. We can serve many people here at this hospital because we get help from the international community.
As you enter through there, you feel like you're on the red carpet for the Academy Awards. And the people are just, so beautiful and welcoming and loving. And, you can just feel the warmth of our arrival.
There's so many more people this year, so the word's gotten out, apparently. We brought 7 huge bags full of medical supplies, and I can't wait to unpack them, and I can't wait to get started.
This is student, we cannot see the bag. So we will see the ECCE here.
Okay. Okay. Why don't you do 10 and then I'll do 10, so you don't get tired, because I know you're much older than I am.
I don't understand English.
And Samsaran had heard of me through the circles in Bangkok, and she called me and said, can I come by and visit your office?
First I met him, he asked me, do you come to check me? Yes, I said yes, because I haven't known you yet.
We spent the next 3 days, we were absolutely inseparable. Everywhere I went, she went.
He showed me his center and his colleagues, and I see that, oh well, he is very well respected, very good standard doctor, so we should invite him to join us.
I immediately identified with, this is a soulmate. This is someone who feels the same way as I do. She could have phaco or extra cap, either one, whatever room's available. Nerve looks okay, macula looks okay. She should do well. She has a white cataract in the right eye and 3+ amber brunescence. She's not dilated. Let's see if we can get a view here. Let's do a ECCE on the right eye.
Yes, okay.
And if she does well on the first day, let's see if we can put her on for the second.
All the nerves and anxiety I had this morning are gone. I'm so happy for my mom that she is going to get this surgery.
The right eye, the cataract is so dense that all incident light is reflected back. It's white. You can't even see in there. And there's no wonder that she can't see out. So what we'll do is do a manual extraction of the lens and then have a view to the back of the eye. And if it looks excellent, we'll go ahead and work on her left eye too, because you can't follow the diabetes if you can't see what's going on in the back of the eye. And so we'll see if we have the time and resources to do it, but we'll hopefully make a difference.
I'm so excited. I don't think I'll be able to sleep tonight.
This morning, we went to the other office to get the blood sugar test, and the nurse told me that my mom's blood sugar was 170, which was no different from yesterday. I was a little bit nervous about that, because I was hoping my mom would get her eye surgery today.
Today her blood sugar is above 117 and she's clear for operation and she can operate today.
I can't find the words to express my feelings, but I'm so happy that my mom and I will be able to work together again very soon.
Okay. So her moment lies about 20 minutes away, and then we'll see.
Very early this morning, they took my blood pressure, and it was too high. So the nurse told me to wait a little bit, and I would have to see the doctor. They told me if my blood pressure was normal, I would have the eye surgery today.
His blood pressure a little bit high. It's not too much, so I gave a sublingual blood pressure lower agent, and after 30 minutes we can check again. If blood pressure is normal limit, we can operate.
We've come from a very long way away and have been at the hospital for 3 days. And even today his blood pressure is still too high. So I'm very worried my husband won't be able to have the surgery because of his high blood pressure.
The cataract certainly is evident. Well, we have the lens well mobilized, and we have a large opening in the sac. So far, so good. Everything's going very well. Tell her that we're almost done. So we're at the stage now where we're replacing the cataractus lens with the artificial lens, which is matching the refractive error that she has so that she'll be able to see without the aid of glasses when we're through. We'll know tomorrow. This woman who makes chapatis, she'll be making chapatis again. And there'll be a life-changing awareness on everybody's behalf. Makes a lot of sense.
This is the lens, the nucleus. See
Wow.
that? If we ask you to do the cryo, you will cry.
You got to see this lens. I mean, that's a cataract. Good job, Dr. Samsran.
Thank you.
Can I put it back on the field?
Yes, yes.
Is that okay?
Yes.
Maggie, thank you.
Yeah, that's fun.
Christine, thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yep.
Nice job.
Arm. Couple. Yeah. I'm just finding there's some tougher cataracts. It looks like they've saved them up for this year. But that's why we do this. Tougher cataracts mean more visual limitation and greater recovery of vision. Whoa. Have to finish with the toughest one, you know.
My husband says he's hoping to get his eyesight back tomorrow morning when the doctor takes the eye patch off.
21. You did 21 phaco emulsification. I did 16. And Dr. Ratia did the muscle collection 10. So on together 77. That's a very good number for today.
Nice.
I am very proud of my daughter because she's been taking care of me since I lost my eyesight. I am very grateful to her and very happy that she is taking care of me here at the hospital. I will do the surgery on my other eye tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be able to sleep tonight, but I can't wait for tomorrow.
We'll take the patch off. Can you open your eye? Can you see?
I was praying last night for it to be the next day so that my mom's patch could be removed and so that I would know that my mom can see.
Mm-hmm. Let me look at you here.
This morning, I saw her saying 2 fingers, and that makes me so happy.
Okay, you can sit back. Mm-hmm. The surgery went very well. The cornea is a little cloudy, and it will get much better, and you will see much better. Do you want to have your other eye done today?
Yes, I want to have surgery on the other eye.
Okay. This will be very exciting. We're very happy for you.
I have hopes and dreams for my daughter's life and for my life. And I kept dreaming that one day I will be able to get my sight back, and that makes me strong.
You have a very devoted daughter. You're a very worthwhile person to have such a devoted daughter.
Today is my surgery day, and I'm going into the surgery room at 9 o'clock. I'm not worried about it at all.
It cannot be measured if he gets his sight back. This is very important to our family because when he gets his sight back, he will be able to work on the farm and I will be able to work again too.
The prednisolone every 2 to 4 hours today. Really intensify it. I think. Okay, sit back. Dr. Sumstrong, we have a patient with a moderate amount of vitreous in the anterior chamber, and he looks aphakic, but there's a lens put here. Would you mind taking a look when you're done? I don't see a lens. Yeah. If we asked Dr. Joy and he said that he didn't put a lens in, then it would make sense to put an anterior chamber lens in. We could clean up the. Yeah. Let's keep him here. Not an optimal outcome by any stretch.
What happened?
Yeah. Well, I don't see a lens there, neither does Dr. Sumstrong. And yet the record indicate that there's a lens. If there is no lens, then it would make sense to take him back to the operating room and do a vitrectomy and remove the gel and put an anterior chamber lens in, which we do have, and so the prognosis would be good. The cornea looks good. Is there a lens in that eye?
He cannot see.
Cannot see, yeah.
หรือขยายม่านตาดูก่อน he want to dilate.
I want to see the.
Okay, yeah.
Because it's very soft eye when I start yesterday, and the red effect is not good.
Yeah.
Maybe have the retinal detachment.
Oh. For the most part, they looked amazing. There were a handful of them that were 20/20 on the first day, which with these advanced cataracts, that's really, really unusual. There were a handful of complications. We may need to take one gentleman back to the operating room in order to address his needs. But all in all, if I were to give a grade to this camp, I'd say it's a good B+. we have high standards. We're shooting for the A-minuses.
The lens dropped inside. It's not on the proper place. The lens has dropped inside. But anyway, we will put the new lens on the anterior chamber.
Okay,
So
you have to
can
get
see.
the old lens out?
No, because if we take the lens at the back out, we need vitrectomy. He has to go to Mandalay. That would be very difficult.
The nurse in the vision room told me that my husband would have to go back to the operating room today to have his eye fixed.
Fourth case of the afternoon. Second eye for this lovely lady that makes fabulous chapatas, I hear. The cornea at this moment is crystal clear, so we should have a very happy patient tomorrow. Tell her that the surgery went very well, and we expect her to do well. Tell him he was a very good patient with only 39 exceptions. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll give you an A-minus.
Okay.
I'm a tough grader. Seems like a long morning, and indeed it was, because the cases were tough on all of our sides. I think we saved the toughest for the last day, so no rest for the weary.
I was so happy when I came out of the operating room because the doctors and nurses took very good care of me. I was very happy and comfortable.
You have to think outside the box, so it does make you a much better nurse. At home, you just do things the way you normally do them, but here you have to stop and really think about it, and you have to prioritize.
The first day is kind of a little bit rough. We're used to black and white, and we get over here and it's a different environment, but we learn to do things differently, and it all works. I mean, we have one patient in one operating room at home, and it feels kind of crowded. We come over here, we have 6 in one room, and it just flows. Everything comes together for the good, and it's amazing. It's great.
There's more people in circuit, I tell you that.
Couldn't do it without.
Got good crew. Good crew.
အခုကလေအခုခွဲကန်းဝင်မယ်လို့ပြောလိုက်တာသမီးတို့ကအခုကျတော့ခွဲကန်းကဝင်လို့မရဘူးဘာဖြစ်လို့လဲဆိုတော့မှန်ကပါမလာဘူးမှန်မပါလာဘူးဆိုတော့ကျတော့သူတို့ကနောက်တစ်ခေါက်3လနေလို့ရှိရင်ပြန်လာမှာပြန်လာတဲ့အချိန်ကျဒီဘာဘာကိုပြန်ပြီးတော့မှန်ထည့်ပြီးအခုတော့အဲ့ပြန်ရမှာပေါ့နော်တစ်ပတ်ဆိုပြန်ပြတစ်ပတ်ပြေးလို့ရှိရင်တော့သမီးတို့အနာကျက်မကျက်ပြန်ကြည့်ရအောင်ပါအဲ့ကြမျက်စိနေပေးလိုက်မယ်တစ်ပတ်ပြေးတဲ့အချိန်ကျပြန်လာပြရမယ်ဟုတ်နော်ဟုတ်သမီးတို့အဲ့နောက်တစ်ခါကြာလို့ရှိရင်နောက်တစ်ခေါက်ပြန်လာတဲ့အချိန်ကျရင်မှန်ထည့်ပြီးဖို့အဆင်သင့်ဖြစ်အောင်3လနော်3လနေအခုတစ်ပတ်ပြေးတဲ့အချိန်ကျရင်တော့ပြန်လာရအောင်မယ်နော်ဟုတ်အဲ့ဆိုရမှာပြန်နားလိုက်နော်ဟုတ်သမီးတို့စာအုပ်လာပေးလိုက်မယ်နော်စာအုပ်ရဲ့မျက်စိရလာပေးလိုက်မယ်နော်ရပြီနော်ဟုတ်ဘာမျိုးလုံးလေးဖွင့်ပြီးလမ်းလျှောက်ပါလားနည်းနည်းမြင်ရတယ်ဒီဒီနေမြင်ရတယ်ဟုတ်ကဲ့ကိုကြီး
If we have like a 15, then he would be about a -3. There's an 8 diopter lens.
8 diopter, and he won 9. Huh? And you have another one, plus 12? Plus 12.
Where's the rest of your lenses? There we go. Oh, no, anterior chamber lens.
Anterior chamber plus 12.
Yeah.
Plus 12.
Uh-huh.
Anterior lens plus 12. This way, another.
The situation that we're facing is that the options become implanting a lens that is the wrong power. And the power would be such that he would be nearsighted like here. So it would be advantageous to fit him with the spectacles. The optical folks here are already aware of him, and they'll fit him with glasses that will do fine until such time that the right lens power is brought in. And so that makes a lot more sense than to put just the wrong lens and so forth. Even more productive would be if a retina doc were to come in and actually rescue the lens from the back of his eye, and then put it in the anterior chamber lens, and he should do amazing from that. So I think that's the route, and pragmatics dictate that we do the conservative thing.
12?
But it's a posterior chamber lens, isn't it?
No, but it's... Oh, this is possibly not that, yeah, but they write down here.
Oh.
That is the advertising.
Oh, okay.
This is plus 12?
Yeah.
You think it's okay?
Yeah, I think this would be good. Yeah.
Okay, so we can use it.
Okay.
This is the
Okay.
fake one.
I see. Okay. Good. So I'll be happy to do it. Like Rosanna Dana. Never mind. Having gone from a situation where we didn't have the appropriate lens power, it would have been the inappropriate thing to put the wrong lens in. We now have a lens that will serve him. So we're off to the races, gentlemen. Let's get him taken care of. We're going to start off with the vitrectomy, because this is the eye with posterior chamber lens and then the vitreous cavity.
Oh, that eye is exfoliated.
Yeah, it looks like there's pseudoexfoliation, right? You want to do this case?
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay, I will do it for you.
Okay, all right, good. Let me XY this out so we know they're in the right place. No, just a minute.
John, the lens is here.
Yeah, okay.
The lens is here. See? Oh, you don't have to do anything. The lens is here. But this morning we could not see, but now the lens is here.
I can see the edge of the optic there. Given that it appeared
you want
that
me
way,
to take it out?
Yeah, I would take it out and put an anterior
Take it
chamber
out
lens
and
in.
put the anterior chamber in, and I do the iridotomy.
Yeah, let me put it back right where you want. There seemed to be an air bubble there, and it just kind of levitated the lens, so it's just underneath the iris. So she's going to explant the lens and then put it in the anterior chamber lens. She's got the luck of the Irish.
You have a Macpherson concept. Can you have the retractor?
I never thought we'd get this out. I thought that he'd live with this for the rest of his life, but it's a beautiful lens, and it functions very, very nicely, but it doesn't belong in the back of the eye. And he should have some functioning, useful vision tomorrow. Probably be 20/60 to 20/80 tomorrow. What a euphoric way to conclude an eye camp. To rescue this case is great in itself, but to have rescued the misplaced lens just has it over the top. She may be short in stature, but she's very tall in a lot of people's eyes.
Good thing come in a small package.
Yeah, good things come in small packages, she reminds me.
Okay.
Very good, very good. Chayo.
Thank you.
Some cases just flow very smoothly. Yesterday was that kind of day where everything was just smooth. There were absolutely no complications. Today, right off from the get-go, then the second case was tough, and the third case, I was thinking, well, that's the two tough ones out of the way. No, the third one was tough, and then the fourth one was tough. You have to give full attention to all the details that need to be addressed in order to save this person's sight. It's not a matter of numbers, how many you can do, but it's this person is an individual, and they're counting on you and they're trusting you to restore their sight, and not just move them along an assembly line and have a suboptimal outcome. We just have very, very high standards. It's got to be the very best that our training and experience has given us. The surgery yesterday was very difficult, and there was a complication.
မနေ့တော့မျက်လုံးခွဲတာတော်တော်လေးခက်ခက်ခက်ခက်ခွဲခဲ့ရတာတဲ့ပြီးကြတော့နည်းနည်းလေဒကာကြီးရဲ့မျက်လုံးကကြာတော့လေနည်းနည်းလေရှုပ်ရှုပ်ထွေးထွေးခွဲရလို့လေ
Today, when we returned to the operating room, the surgery went surprisingly well. The underlying theme is those individuals that have had their lives transformed. And each time it gets better because you know you've been able to accomplish things that many just read about, and many just consider someone else's adventure or someone else's novel, but you live the experience. We are very happy for you and very happy for how the surgery went today. It's been transformative, and I will do this until I know that my skills are no longer on par with what needs to be delivered.
And thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Some microcystic edema, 1+ stromal edema. It looks really good. Okay. When their patches come off and you see them and you see that you've transformed their lives, and you appreciate their gratitude and their humble response and the tears in their eyes. There's just a lot of ointment on the tear film, which would account for the vision being at this level. You look good. Very good. All right. Big smile. Okay. Yeah. Very happy.
As soon as I saw the light, I felt so happy knowing that I had gotten my eyesight back.
You fight back the tears in your own eyes just to keep that objective distance, but they're there. They're close to the surface.
He looks very, very good. A little bit of iris bowing over his optic. You can see that.
Oh, he's the one that we did.
Yeah, from last evening.
Yeah.
She said it's two.
I know.
A week ago, I couldn't see anything, but now I can see people. I can see the light. It's so much better than a week ago.
Tell him before he leaves we want to see him smile.
Having his eye fixed is very important because he has worked on the farm his whole life taking care of our family. Having his eye fixed, I'm pretty sure he'll be able to work on the farm like before. I feel so much relief now, and I'm so, so happy.
Now that I can see, my wife is still beautiful as ever.
Are you doing well? Yes. Pupil's beautifully round, and left eye looks totally amazing. Yeah, she's off to the races. She's doing well. Okay. Very good. Very, very good. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Very happy for you. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Beautiful morning with all the patients lined up with their patches and lots of photos and lots of tears and lots of hugs and selfies. So it was a good camp. Oh my goodness. I think the best ever.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. เรียบร้อยค่ะ
Looking sharp.
I felt like my mom was going to be blind forever, and I was sad to think that. But since the day before yesterday, I can clearly see on her face that she is so happy. I can't express my happiness in words. It's more than happiness. It means so much to me, and also to my mom. We decided to bow down to Dr. Haynes and his wife because we expected to have surgery on just one of my mom's eyes. But the doctor fixed both of my mom's eyes, and that makes us so happy.
I saw tears on the doctor's wife's face, and I was also crying. I said to them, I am very grateful to you, and I really hope that I will be able to see you again in the future.
It's hard to fight back the tears. Their emotion is overwhelming, and it's hard to feel that their lives have been so transformed, and I'm honored to be a part of it. It's something that you just can't find words for. You know, I'm awestruck. Well, we'll come to your place and have some chapatis. Okay? We'll see you again. I do this because I love my patients, and I love the people that put so much trust in me that they're willing to lay down on a table and allow themselves to be operated on by a stranger. That's a tremendous leap of trust. And of course I hold that very sacred, yet I'm touched by it.
Yeah, together.
Today I'm very happy. A week ago when I came to the eye hospital, I couldn't see things. I couldn't even see the people around me. It's totally different now. I can see things. I can see people, and that makes me feel very happy.
When I first saw my sister this morning, I was very happy to see her with sunglasses on her face and smiling. I can see that she is very happy with her sight restored. Now I think she'll be able to live alone without help from anyone. But I will miss the time we spent together at my house.
I felt like I was a burden to my sister's family after losing my eyesight because someone had to take care of me all the time and they could not work. I'm so happy that I'm not a burden now, and I can even give a little help. In the hospital, one of the nurses told me, "You must have been very pretty when you were young because you were always smiling." I said, "Yes, of course. I think I am more beautiful now than I was before."
I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning and prayed for Sayada, who established the eye hospital, and for everyone who works there. After that, I opened my chapati shop in front of the house, and I felt so happy and alive again.
I'm so happy working with my mom this morning. It makes me feel we are alive again. Before the eye surgery, some neighbors, friends, and family would come by and ask if we were making chapatis today, and I would say no, my mom can't see, so we can't open the shop today. But this morning, we opened the chapati shop again, and people came and wanted to buy them again. We donated 5,000 jet to the hospital, which is $4, so that other patients can also benefit from the eye surgeries. We are very poor and don't have much money, but we share what we have, and we are very, very grateful to the hospital.
That's great.
Actually, this is Julie learning how to glove because she's going to be assisting me in the next case. John's helping her with this.
I did a rough estimate of the numbers of people in the last 25 years and 30-some eye camps that I've had the opportunity to serve, and the numbers are in the thousands. There's thousands of people who have crossed my path. They have put their trust in my hands, a trust that I've held very sacred, and I have done my level best to help them see the wonder of the visual world once again, to become productive in their communities. In many ways, I've considered myself the luckiest man on planet Earth that I've been able to impact in that fashion.
Here we are taking our final picture on the eye unit as we leave. Everybody wave. Yeah!
Hi, Mom.
Let's all reach out to help one another. Open your heart to your sister and your brother. A circle of love in a world of light. We all see each other with the gift of sight. Give me sight. Give me sight. Turn on the light, give me sight. take hold of my hand, it's a knife in sight. Give me sight, give me sight. Turn on the lights, give me sight. The philosophy of love is to help one another